Hello, this is Bart, and I'm doing a short video on how to set up this Dumas boat's Heritage 12 meter RC sailboat. This boat is 4.5 feet long. The mast is 6 feet long. There it is up near the ceiling. And my goal here is to help anyone, be able to set this boat up and take it apart and make it portable. Obviously, it's a little too big to fit in the vehicle the way it is right at the moment. There are several things I will call your attention to. One is the backstay. The backstay has what's called a Bowser adjustment on it. And if I loosen that up, you should be able to see a little black mark that I put on there that tells me how far to tighten it. So when I set that Bowser there, you just slide it up and down and pull one of the strings. That's how you adjust it. That's the backstay, and you can also disconnect it here with this little fitting. That's the backstay. The main sheet is attached right here to the sail. Now I have the sail winch in most of the way, so there's not a ton of string hanging out. That will get unhooked. This is called the boom vang. It keeps the boom down, keeps it from flying up. We will untie that and unloop it so that the boom is free to swing, take up less space. There is also the forward shrouds, which come up to the spreader and keep the lines out. That helps keep the mast vertical at the top. Then there's two more shrouds that come down together to the deck fitting here. All of these fittings can be unscrewed, and you adjust these fittings to make the mast be true and straight to the boat. There's also a jib sheet with another little quick disconnect. There were some silver connecting fittings here. I took them off because they don't stand up to a whole lot of on and off. In the interest of sentiment, they'll stay with the boat in case someone wants to put them on in the future, but they're very difficult to loosen and attach. So I put the quick disconnects on, or the snap swivels on, to make it easier. And the forestay attaches to the jib club, and it attaches to the deck with this snap swivel right here. So there are 2, 4, 6, 9 things that we will disconnect, and I will show you how to do that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start. We'll start with the sheets for the sails. That's just like a little hairpin or a safety pin kind of thing. Jib sheet. I had a very nice time rebuilding the mast for this. The mast got broken. That's one of the reasons why we made it, so that it will be easier to remove. You'll notice that the shrouds are aft of the mast, so they will tend to pull it back. That means I don't need the backstay anymore, because those shrouds, until I take them apart, those shrouds will keep the mast from going forward uncontrollably. We'll undo that snap swivel there, lay that down. Now, because they're right next to the mast, I'm going to do the shrouds that are on the spreader shrouds first. These brass tubes will come off the mast and make it take less room, but this unscrews. One moment, I'm trying to make sure the video can show what I'm doing here. Okay, we hold the top and we unscrew the bottom. and that comes off like that. I'm going to do the same over here. Hold the top, unscrew the bottom. I know it's a little hard to see in the camera, sorry about that. Okay, then we're going to release the boom vang. It's just got a little cleat here. And there are 4 layers of string through that. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one was the one that... Now I can also take this clip out and allow the club to come away from the mast, but because of the way the sail is attached, I really don't want to do that. But without the boom vang, now this is free to swing up, get out of the way, and allow you to make the sail take a little less room. We'll get to that in just a moment. Now, at this point, the forestay is the only thing keeping the mast from tipping over backwards, which we don't want. The shrouds are the only thing keeping the mast from tipping over forward, which we don't want. So, as soon as I unclip the forestay, now it's up to me to keep that mast in place while I get the rest of the hardware unscrewed. So, I will again unscrew the shroud connectors here. And on the back side of the antenna, I forgot, there's also a clip for the antenna. That's this extra one right here. We'll just take that off and let it fall. Okay, now I have one shroud off. I will release the other shroud again. I'm just unscrewing it. I'm sorry I can't get the camera down where it's easy to see. And that's it. Now I'm going to take the jib and I'm going to take the main and fold them up. I am going to take the spreader. It just pops off of a little brass peg right there. I hope this is in the view of the camera. Pop the other spreader off. Then we're going to lift the mast, which has a pin on the bottom and a hole in the deck. And there we go. There is the entire mast assembly and sails ready to lay down. And now we can easily transport the boat. Again, this is a Dumas Boats Heritage 12 meter. And that's how we de-rig it. I'm going to do a separate video for the re-rigging.